Taking back the mainstream media 3 hours a day, 5 days a week. Thom Hartmann here with you. It's Anything Goes Friday. Kitty in Boca Raton, Florida. You are on the air.
Hi, Tom. I wanted to say that I see it as a problem with the Democratic Party is that we're letting the Republican Party define who we are. The message is that Democrats want open borders. And I'm a Democrat, and I don't want open borders.
I know of no Democrat anywhere who has ever said such a thing. This is another lie, just like Trump lying this morning that it's a Democratic law that requires the separation of children from their parents at the border. There is no such law to begin with, and it was never passed by Democrats. This man just lies through his teeth. Forgive my interruption, Kitty.
It's the messaging. And it's like what I've watched over all these years is that the Republicans will take an issue and claim it as their own as if we don't care. You know, It was always the gays, God, guns, divisive issues, like Democrats don't own guns. It's just that the thing is with this immigration, we need to reclaim it. I don't want open borders. We just have a difference of opinion on how that gets done. They think putting up a wall will solve the problem. I personally sit there and I think about this problem and I start saying, why are these people coming here? Well, they're fleeing their countries. Why are they fleeing their countries? Because of drug cartels. Why are the drug cartels so powerful? Because marijuana is illegal here. And for most of the part, or drugs are criminalized. Decriminalizing drugs and legalizing marijuana, right there, that helps illegal immigration. Because if those countries become a little safer, then those people may not want to flee them so much. So it's like we have to take these issues back, but we have to give a better solution or more solutions than to just put up a wall and ship them all back. That's not a real solution. That might make them feel good.
Yeah, I absolutely agree, Katie. Thank you. Very, very well said. Absolutely agree. And let me add, by the way, this strategy that is being used right now by Donald Trump himself, personally, of lying, of just coming right out and lying, right? There literally is no law that says that children have to be separated from their parents when at the border when they're applying for asylum, or if they're simply entering the country, without, illegally, without permission, looking for work. Although most of these cases, these are asylum seekers who actually present themselves to ICE saying, I'm here to seek refuge. I'm fleeing death in my own country. And both international law and U.S. law require us to seriously consider those applications. And Jeff Sessions, in fact, just changed the rules around that so that, it used to be if you were fleeing gang violence in South America, we could grant you asylum. No longer. If you were fleeing domestic violence, if you're being stalked by a crazed lover or husband, you could flee to the United States. No longer. And the hundreds of thousands of people who are here with asylum applications based on the fact that if they get sent back to El Salvador, Nicaragua, or Guatemala, Honduras, they will be put to death by the local gangs. Those people are going to be deported now as a consequence of this. But these are lies, right? The Trump has said that the Democrats passed these laws, that he hates it, that it's being done, but he has. And I would like to, and this is how the Democrats should be responding, is the way that the Democrats responded back, it's the way that Franklin Roosevelt responded back in the day. And here is what Franklin Roosevelt said to the people of the United States. I don't know the year. This was later in his administration. I think it would have been in maybe even during World War II in the 1940s. But this is what Franklin Roosevelt said that the Republican Party was starting to do. This is Trump's entire strategy. This is what FDR said the Republican Party was starting to do and where they got the idea.
Remember, a number of years ago, there was a book, Mein Kampf, written by Hitler himself. The technique was all set out in Hitler's book, and it was copied by the aggressors of Italy and Japan. According to that technique, you should never use a small falsehood, always a big one, for its very fantastic nature would make it more credible. if only you keep repeating it over and over and over again.
And now, much like Hitler had in 1933 when he had closed down the press, basically, he had shut down all the opposition press, we have, and so he had basically a super friendly media environment in which he operated. Very much so, that's the case for Donald Trump with the right-wing media infrastructure that has been built by a group of billionaires over the years.